Another murder has been committed by the MiG-21 aircraft this Friday. Yes, Air Force fighter pilot Abhinav Choudhary did not lose his life in an accident. He was brutally murdered by this monster of an aircraft that has taken hundreds of lives over the past few years. Now let me tell you why I'm calling this a murder and not an accident. In 1963, the Indian Air Force inducted 872 MiG-21 aircrafts, and in the last 50 years, that is from 1971 to 2021, over 400 of these have crashed, taking the lives of 200 pilots and 50 civilians, which makes an average of 8 crashes a year. 8 crashes a year. And this crash that took the life of Sqn Ldr Abhinav Choudhary was the 3rd crash in 2021, and we're not even halfway through the year. It has been proven time and again in the last few years in various reports that the MiG-21 aircraft is riddled with problems relating to engine and airframe. And this aircraft, which is often referred to as a flying coffin, still makes an integral part of the main fleet of the Indian Air Defense. Why are these aircrafts being deployed for training or any other purpose by the government of India? Why are the precious lives of our soldiers being risked due to an inadequate aircraft? Can you imagine what the families of these young boys and girls go through? No, you cannot, because you didn't lose someone to this murderer of an aircraft. इन माँ बाप ने अपने जवान होनहार बच्चे देश के नाम कर दिए, और देश ने इनके साथ क्या किया? Abhinav was only 28 years old. 28. He was married just a year ago. Before his body reached his residence, his father was clinging on to an old worn t-shirt of his and sobbing inconsolably because that was the last that was left of his son. And when Abhinav's body was being taken for his last rites, there was a separate vehicle organized for his family. But his father refused to go in that vehicle, and he said that I will go with my son. He wanted to spend the last few minutes that he had with his son, who was murdered by our country. Today, I would like to apologize to Abhinav and his entire family that we have failed as a nation. And we collectively are responsible for Abhinav's death because over so many years and so many crashes, nothing was done about this monster of an aircraft. I urge every influencer, every person of power, everyone that has a contact in the government of India or the Ministry of Defense to voice this cause. Mr. Arnab Goswami, for 6 months you yelled at the top of your voice for a man that decided to take his own life, Sushant Singh Rajput, and you kept calling it a murder. It's a murder, it's a murder, it's a murder. No, this is a murder, and please raise your voice against this. Mr. Sonu Sood, you are the man of the hour. Everyone listens to you, sir. Please do whatever you can in your power to bring justice to all the precious lives of our brave hearts that were lost because of the MiG-21 aircraft. Mr. Akshay Kumar, if you can create Bharat Ke Veer, you can bring about this change as well, sir. Please use your power to discard the MiG-21 aircraft permanently from the Indian Air Force. I urge every citizen of India to post Abhinav's picture, use the hashtag MiG-21murder, justice for Abhinav, and spread it like wildfire on social media. Talk about this cause, spread word about this cause, tag all the authorities. We need to come together as a nation to fight for this like we have been fighting the pandemic. And lastly, I would like to humbly request the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sqn Narendra Modi ji, the next time you come to address the nation, I hope we hear from you that the MiG-21 aircraft has been discarded permanently from the Indian Air Force. This is me, Mishika Parak, signing off. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.